this motherfucker, he literally calls me to show me his fucking meal that he's fucking making, and then he fucking hangs up on me, and then he calls me back, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, dude, just call me when you're done, right? Because he's making a stir fry right now on the wok. And then I go to his fucking Facebook profile, or to his Instagram, and I see like there's a new one. I'm like, how can there be a fucking new one? I just watched his fucking videos. Sorry, I just got a text message. Oh, shit! Okay, I got a text message from fucking one of my friends, and I'm like, what? Okay, I'm gonna have to fucking tell her. Like, hey, you just hit me up when I was making a video and I can't interrupt. Sorry. I got like 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna have to come out here probably tomorrow, actually, because I'm kind of tired. And I need to finish organizing my room. I did like a huge organizational move, and I need to continue on that fucking pattern. Okay, anyways, so back to fucking LA. So Thursday night was just beautiful. We were just talking all night. He was touching me. He was rubbing my fucking feet. We were like holding each other, compliments. Like, it was just a lovely ass evening. Like, and I was just so happy that I was able to spend time with him. And then all day Friday was fucking chill too, because Friday I assembled the cake. So I made the frosting, and then I frosted it. And then I was done with that. And then, like, but we were lazy all day. Oh, yeah. We started watching, the Moon Knight movie. Or the Moon Knight show. And we finished watching that. And then, I don't know, we were just chilling. And then we had to get ready for dinner. Our fucking dinner reservations. At this fucking place called the Del Rey. And it was so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. I would 100% fucked up. Why? Because I had, it's a really, like, upscale restaurant. Had a fucking lounge singer, a little piano player guy. It was dope. He was tight. It was tight. It was a good time, all of these things, right? We had 12 people there. And it was just great. Like, we all shared appetizers. Everything was good. We got the stuffed crab mushrooms, fucking the lobster Rockefeller, the raw oysters, the fucking teriyaki chicken fucking bits, the fucking calamari, fucking... I ordered something else. I ordered the stuffed crab mushrooms and something else. I can't remember. But everything was just so great. And then there's fucking mosquitoes outside, that's why. And then I had, what the fuck is it called? A lobster something. It's basically like a stuffed lobster where they like cut your lobster tail in half, and then they take it out, and then they saute your lobster tail. They cut it in pieces with like onions and mushrooms and like a cream sauce, and then they put it back in there, and then they bake it with cheese on top, and it's fucking so amazing. Oh gosh, breadcrumbs on top. It's so good, so good. Had a glass of wine and enjoyed our fucking night with our friends, also on my Instagram page, and it was just great. Then we had an after party at our fucking house. That didn't end until 6:30 in the morning. We were just fucking chilling. We were just talking all fucking night, playing fucking music, like fucking taking chocolate cake shots, having a super great fucking time. Like, it was boss ass night. And I'm happy that we have a space to share with our friends where they can come over and see our house and celebrate, and it's perfect. Like, I love that. And so that's a thing. And then on Saturday, we slept all day because we were just fucking tired. Ray's like, I'm fucking hungover. And I'm like, babe, look at you. We like woke up at like 10. I fucking made breakfast, fucking shoved some bacon in the oven. We had like BLTs with a fucking fried egg on top, a fucking over easy egg on top. Had like 2 of those each, fucking smoked a fat ass fucking blunt, and like one of those backwood fucking blunts you buy at the club that has a bunch of shit in it. Fucking smoked one of those. Fucking Ray passed out first on the couch, then I passed out. Then I woke up. I went to go take a piss, and I'm like, nope, I'm still tired. And then I fucking went to go lie down. I went to go fucking lie down on the bed and slept for like another 3 hours. Ray's like, you slept for 5 hours. Cause I heard him coughing, and it woke me up. And I was like calling him because I was like, come over here because I wanted to fuck, and he didn't hear me. And so I finally got up and I'm like, bro, I've been calling you. He was like, good morning. And I'm just like, he's like, were you? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what? I'm like, just now. And he was like, oh, he's like, I didn't even hear you. And I'm like, likely story. And so he's like, dude, you've been asleep for like 5 hours. And I'm just like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, we slept like 2 hours probably together. He's like, and then like you got up and left. He's like, and I thought you were coming back and you didn't. He's like, and then you were just sleeping how you sleep. Because when I'm fucking tired, I'm like I sleep on my fucking stomach. I fucking have my arms out and I'm just like done, right? So I have a fucking crease on my fucking forehead. And he was just like, yeah, dude, fucking hungover, fucking tired. And then that day, sorry, I'm trying to like clear out my fucking pipe, honestly, because I forgot about alcohol, and I'm just not going to the store right now. So anyways, yeah, so our friends were telling us about fucking Ozarks, and I'm like, that is fucking right. I totally remember my fucking friend fucking talking about that on my fucking Facebook feed and being like, yeah, we need to watch that. And so we did, and it was dope. And hold on. And we got to, for me, there was like 4 episodes left, so we got through a few of them, but man, it can't, like, we ended up getting some pizza that night, and then we went back to bed. We were like in bed by like 10:30, and we were just fucking done. I'm like, yeah, see, I'm like, we're gonna be up all night fucking drinking at fucking EDC, like in VIP lounge areas and shit like that, and I'm like, we're gonna be hurt the next day. Like, fucking hurt. So yeah, it's just one of those crazy things, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like, It's one of those crazy things where I'm like, dude, I'm already tired. I'm gonna have to take my iron pills and some zinc pills, straight up. Like, that's just what it is. Because I'm gonna need all the energy I can fucking muster, my friend. And I just looked at the weather. It's gonna be 100 to 101 degrees fucking out there during the daytime all next week. But towards Friday and Saturday, it gets to be like 80 degrees during the daytime. But that means it's like 62 degrees at night, which I'm like, do I want to bring like a small kimono just so I can feel like I have something on me, on my arms, you know what I mean? So I'm not completely fucking freezing and super exposed. Because everyone's just going in t-shirts and a dress. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I want to get a kimono and like wrap it around. Because eventually I'm going to get cold. And I know 62 degrees. That's cold. That is weather where you for sure need a jacket. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I'm not gonna need a jacket. Like if we go and it's already getting dark, like I'm down, 100% super down to just take a sweater with like a light sweater with me. Because I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to fucking whatchamacallit, be freezing out there, especially waiting for my fucking ride for maybe 2-3 hours, right? Fuck, dude, that's what gives me anxiety, like so much anxiety. It really does. It really fucking does. It gives me anxiety thinking about it right now. Because tomorrow is a week away from EDC, and I'm just like, okay. Alright, it's so much is fucking crazy, because, yeah, I try to put the kids to bed right now, and guess what? Like, the stars aren't even out yet, Mom! And I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to go to bed, and that's it. And then within like 10 minutes, I'll be asleep. And that's what's up. That's why I'm like, it's easier for me to, so. Killian has like a project that he has to do. And Killian has a project he has to do. And we've been doing that all week. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but tomorrow I'm going to go hang out with my friend Angie. So that's very exciting. Back to LA. So watched Ozarks, had a great time. Sunday, I went to the OC night market with my homie fucking Cobb to go hang out with my friend Jesse and my friend fucking Eddie, and got a shirt from Eddie. Fucking got some pins from Eddie, or Jesse's homie that he introduced me to. His name's Sergio. He does like mashups of like pop culture TV shows and like music, and I'm like, that's dope. Super liked it. And so that was tight. And then, yeah, and that was it. It was one of those, it was just a dope, rad ass weekend. Monday morning, fucking fly home, get all my shit together, misplace a fucking ounce in my fucking possession somewhere. It's either at my house, someone took it to the airport, or I don't know where the fuck. And then, what is that? Yeah, so I'm like, saying bye to Raymond. Everything's good. Had a great morning. He took me to some bomb ass place to get fucking something to eat before I hopped on the plane, and it was just super tasty. And I got a donut while I was there too. Somewhere in Long Beach by the airport. And then what did I do? And then I got on the I was about to get on the plane, right? And I'm like checking, like making sure, checked my bags in and shit, and fucking was like, all right, purse, got my wallet, got my fucking phone, got my keys, and then I'm like, when I hear that, I know my keys are my purse. They were not in there. And I'm like literally about to fucking board, right? And I'm like, oh my god, dude. Like, I call Raymond. And I'm like, babe. He's like, yes, babe. I'm like, I'm like, I left the keys. Hanging. He's like, what keys? I'm like, my car keys. I'm like, they're hanging on the calendar. And he's just like, that's my stepdad. He was like, I don't even know why you fucking bring them, Krystal. And I'm like, it's just such a habit. I'm sorry. Gotta go. Love you. I'm like, mail them out tomorrow. Bye. And I was just so fucking mad. And then I got here. And then as soon as I fucking landed, I landed at like 11:30. I got my fucking bags at like, I don't know, fucking like 12, like just before fucking 12. My grandparents pulled up to pick me up, and I'm like 11:45 probably, because I'm like, hey, I have 15 minutes to get to this interview at fucking 12 o'clock, and they're like, is it over the phone or is it a Zoom meeting? I'm like, it's a Zoom meeting. And of course my grandma's like, well, I was gonna stop at Costco really quick just to run in really quick to grab some bread. And I'm like, I already fucking know how long this shit takes, woman. God damn it. So we end up going to Costco. We like leave at like 11:55, and I'm like, okay, like I'm just gonna be prepared for this. Fucking 12 o'clock comes around, and fucking I'm in this meeting with them, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, my flight was slightly delayed. And I'm like, so I anticipated on being home by now, but I'm not, so I'm so sorry about that. And they're like, no, it's fine. And then there was one dude that was on there, then there was another dude that got on the call, and he was late. And then the guy was like, oh yeah, Krystal's in the car right now because her flight was delayed. And he's like, oh yeah, I've been flying a lot. He's like, those delays are happening. And I'm like, dude, more and more, and it's super annoying. Like, and I was like, so yeah, so I apologize. And so it was I don't know. So I ended up having my interview. I thought it went super well. That was great. That was my interview at 1, or at 12, or at 1. I'm sorry, it was at 1. Yeah, it was at 1. So all of those hours were wrong. It was all 12:30, and I got picked up at 12:30 and all this shit. Anyways, so you can fix that in your brain. And then it was, and then I had an interview at 3:30. And I ended up getting both jobs. So I said yes to both jobs, and I was waiting to hear back because I knew what the salary that they were going to give me for one job was, and I'm like, that's fine actually, because they'd be paying for my commute, and all of these things. And I'm like, so that I could work with that, and I'd have an opportunity to grow within the company, and I was just like, so I ended up reaching out to the other company, and I was like, hey, I'll take your offer. I'm like, I look forward to hearing from your recruiter tomorrow. And so the recruiter reaches out to me today, right? And it's like, hey, I have great news for you. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. It's been 15 minutes. He's like, hey, I have great news for you. She's like, hey, I know you applied for this position. She's like, and we're going to give that to you for the pay that you asked for. She's like, but we think you'd be better suited for this position, which is a position higher up. She's like, and if you're up for that, this is the salary for that. And I'm like, salary, what are my hours going to be? Crazy. She's like, and this is what your hours are going to be. Or she's like, and this is what your salary, this is what they're offering. She's like, do you have a counter offer? And I'm like, yes, I sure do. So I like slapped an extra $5,000 on that. I slapped an extra $5,000 on the highest bid and an extra $10,000 on the lowest bid, because she was like, this is the range, right? And I'm like, I'm going to go with that. So she ends up being like, all right, I'm going to fucking send that on over and we'll get back to you. And I'm like, dope, dude. Like, I work real fucking hard, ladies and gentlemen. Real fucking hard, and I am just gonna be happy and ready to be back in an office, be at a law firm, be able to get familiar with daily operations, and then fucking work my way into a paralegal position. And like, it's right here in Menlo Park, which is like literally fucking a hop, skip, and a jump away from me, versus Oakland, which is a little bit far. It's not far, but it's like the traffic on 880 super sucks. And yeah, I was gonna take BART to that, but I mean, I really hate having to take BART, and I'm sure in that position I'm gonna be having more than just a backpack. Like, I might even have like a fucking briefcase or something, so who fucking knows? Who knows? But you guys, I'm super proud of myself, and like, things are happening, and I'm glad that they are, and yay for that. So now it's almost dark, the moon is out, so I can tell them that, like, the moon is out, time for bed, and they'll be a little bit better with that. This time change can go fuck itself. Ray's calling me. Gotta go, you guys. Bye.